Hello, everybody, and welcome to another History Minute. Um, this weekend, it is going to be a little bit of a shorter one than it normally is. We're going to talk about the Locust air-deployed light tank. Now, eventually, I'm going to have a fact sheet put up on the website for this. You'll be able to check that out. But I figured we would talk a little bit about the Locust as it exists. So we'll jump into this. So what always got me when I was looking at this tank is that its nomenclature was the M22, but it was also, when it was in testing, it was the T9E1, or Tiny One. Boo! It was a terrible reference, it was a terrible pun, but I made that because I promised somebody that I was going to make that pun, and I feel awful about it now. Anyway, so the Locust tank was supposed to be an air-deployed tank. It was designed to be dropped by the Hamilcar gliders into combat situations. And the problem on it was that the light armor that was on the tanks made them nothing more than steel coffins. It was fitted with a 37mm gun. By that time, the standard anti-tank gun, for reference, was 57mm. So this little pea shooter wasn't going to do a whole hell of a lot. But we still decided to try and field a couple of these. The light armor on them, they were quickly withdrawn from the battle. They were used mainly for training purposes, although a few of them did make it out. You'll see down there's one that was deployed during Operation Varsity. So it saw a limited deployment between 1944 and 1945, and some actual allies used these through 1948, primarily Middle Eastern combat situations are where you saw these in a combat situation. But the post-war use included being auctioned off to private citizens. For example, Rock Island Arsenal took 100 of these and they auctioned them off to the public for $100 each. And those were used primarily to plow fields. They pulled tractors, they pulled hose, they pulled everything to till land. They did all of this stuff as well as remove snow. So guys, if you ever go out and you see a tank and you need to justify to your wife or your significant other that, hey, we need this tank, just say, hey, I'm buying it because I want to actually be able to clear the driveway in the winter months. If you live in the South, I can't help you. You're kind of on your own there. At any rate, that'll do it for this week's History Minute. But don't forget to check out our streams that are now on twitch.tv/historykid. You can actually see the reruns on demand anytime that you want. You can also suggest a stream or a program on the website. The next presentation will be on 6 August at 6 o'clock. We'll be going over strategic bombing in the Pacific Theater. We'll also be starting a new series in September, and we have the random Let's Plays that I decided to throw up there for some of the people who are on the altar site as well. So make sure that you check those out, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one, folks.